Silly sod, who was he flashing his lights at? It wasn't me. Don't flash your lights to anyone, it causes confusion. Silly old sod. Indicator marvellous. Have I hit divvy hour or something? I heard a rush hour, not dafty hour. Well, that's where we're heading. Unless I change my mind and turn back. I mean, will anyone be at that St Anne's bike meet we're being this time of the year? And with it being dark by 5 PM? Well, I went to my mum's and she tried the gorilla mask on. I'll include a couple of pictures. Oh, my real light, yeah, it turned out the bulb hadn't blown, it was just a crap connection. They're like I said, them G9 bulbs, glass, with no actual bulb hole, they just folded back bloody wire. So I sort of bent the wire out so it'd grip when I shoved it back in and it seemed fine. Imagine having them on a bike. I once had some spotlights with them type of push-ins and with the vibration they get, they kept popping out as well. You want proper bayonet, don't you, on a little spring plate to make all the proper contacts. You haven't got a clue. Then my mum had a call, my auntie came and then my niece came with a new baby. And I said I better go, I don't want to be spreading bugs. So I started coughing. And I said to my mum, give the gorilla mask to one of the kids. Kids will enjoy a gorilla mask, won't they? Really like you. I thought that sun would be covered up. Still, I just put an extra strip on my visor, a thin strip of black insulation tape, so I'll point my head down like this, I'll be fine. It's only 20 minutes or so, 25 maybe. I was going to go on the countryside road, but that'd be even worse, won't it? At least it's a straight road on the motorway. Look at that piece of bent metal on the bloody motorway. Lytham Road. And there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken in the bog I used to make use of when I used to come for day trips, just where the lights are. Could go there, couldn't it? That's for a brew and a bite to eat. Small parking space. Indicators would help, wouldn't they? Still not on the right road. Well, plenty of shops open. That little gang of hooligans, someone got stabbed to death, didn't he, at the weekend? Stabbed in the leg and he didn't survive. Must have been on an artery or something. It was that close down, bloody hell. That's where I got all them Christmas lights from my backyard. Gift shop still open for a last gasp of the season sale. And it's still open, amazing. Ready? Well, I'm pleased to say you had exactly what I wanted. I said I got a furry one years ago. Alright, good fur line, £31 4XL black. But it's got a hood on it, so I didn't really want a hood, but it'll do. Tried it on, perfect fit. But we're being fluffy. I struggled to fasten this jacket up. Has he got a puncher? I need a low profile. I'll have to run over a seagull then. Right, well, down to St. Anne's now for some food. I'll have to find a cash point first. There's one there, isn't there? Still busy, look at all the people in that. Pablo's Cafe. So many bloody pockets. I went to Morrison's at home and the bloody machine was empty, no cash available. And the bloody setup. £1.50. You have not been charged, we can. At least I got it on film if they're trying to diddle me. Right. An error has occurred, you cannot be charged. So, sure there'll be one down at St. Anne's. It's cold now before the bloody sun's gone down. You know what I thought of doing? As I've got my works fleece in my bag now, I thought of putting my legs through the armholes, you know, and zip it up to make some knee warmers. Come on, come on, come on. So I got a furry fleece, just what I wanted. I had to curve for the zip a bit better. Spray it with WD-40 or Mr. Sheen. Pity about the hood, and if I could cut the hood off and then sew it over. Still, keep back of my neck warm. I said to him, I said maybe I could put the hood up and put my helmet on. Ken Webster, outrageous comedy hypnotist, yeah. It can be quite naughty them, can't they? Hypnotising a woman. No, there was an expose on television once of what they got up to. Quite shocking. So it is very busy. All here for the Illuminations. I think they're still on till 5th of November. Why not come next weekend like Paul and Denise are doing? Can you hear me better now? The eyes are shut. Has he won a big banana? Well done, you won a big cuddly banana. That's what I'm going to mention about that hypnotist. That's that same bike again. Saw him earlier with them lights on. Well, I'm starving and cold wine brew. I'm going to buy a flask, you know, a thermos flask, and bring it with me. But you need a warm cafe, don't you? You know, point gurgling stuff at the side of the road if your hands are cold. My hands were freezing yesterday at Rivington. That's something I forgot. Them bloody pocket warmers are still on the kitchen table, even though I mentioned them yesterday. Twerp. I won't go on the beach road, I don't think. Or should I? Let's have a look out onto the beach. You're braking for Elvic, silly old sod. Yeah, sunset over the beach, because you always get some lovely sunsets at Blackpool and St Anne's. This one, isn't it? Not sure how the camera will handle it. Oh, double yellows. No parking attendants round here, is there? It's only a quick look anyway. I just want to have a look at the big beach I was walking on last year when I lost my SD cards, did I tell you? And my leather camera case with a little zip pocket on under my arm, because I was taking pictures, and it was gale force wind as it usually is, because we used to have sand yachting here. And there was a lady worried about her son. Have you seen two lads with a canoe? I said, an orange one. I said, they're down there, and I lifted my arm up to point, and I didn't realise, and the wind whisked the bloody camera case and whizzed it down the beach. And only noticed about 10 minutes later, and had a fruitless search for it. And it contained the original SD card from when I got it in 2005. But I've downloaded that onto my laptop, so I've not lost all the old pictures. What a twerp. Always bring a bag. I wanted to stop and check. Yeah, it's still there. The cash card, I should put it in a zip pocket really. Let's have a quick walk around, shall we? Just in case no bikes turn up at the bike meet. I like that, that were off eBay and only cheap, because it's connected with little thin doofers. I've warmed them up, bent them, and it's stuck. Alright, don't it? That still looks good. Faded a bit. Meant to be an American Air Force or something, that emblem with the star on. You see. I know, it's looking a bit grotty. It's an old bike, isn't it? Turbo Hornet short vehicle. Can't do it anymore. I used to put my gloves over to activate the brake lights. Just stuff it in that gap. Oops. Check my lights. No, not white, has it? Yeah, both lit up. Both LEDs working fine. Both lights working fine. Oh, everything's fine then. Exactly. Zipped up. Imagine taking all this off in the cafe. It said -2, unless that's for the early hours. 6 or 7 o'clock it shouldn't be too chilly. And like I said, I'm going to see if I can put my fleece over my knees. Resurfaced, have you noticed? I mentioned it before when I came in summer, but I've evened out all the bumps. Very bumpy before. Not really, still a bit bumpy. They're all retirement pads these, and some of them are care homes for well-off pensioners. But even in winter, bloody hell. I don't know, I expect they've got luxury residential care. So they might have entertainment and stuff on. So if you get winter sunshine, if you're in a room with all that sun on you and you've got your heating on, quite pleasant, wouldn't it? I keep thinking now about my mum, if only had some money, she could be retired and looked after in a luxury care home. Still, she still gets about fine. She was telling me how her friend's full of arthritis and her heels are crumbling. And her friend said, "I've got a card and present for you, can you come to my house?" And I told it. So, on line with the pier, this is where the bikes meet. But will there be any today? We shall see. I'll signal these. Go on, go on, go on. Give them a flash. Bus driver in that car. Yes, I'm very courteous, aren't I? Are there going to be any bikes? And again, long way off 6 o'clock. Cafe Nero. Yeah, let's have a change. And go in this one. Got warm coffee, espresso. I need a cash point though. I'll knock it off. Find some money Oh, an HSBC there. There's a cash point behind that palm tree. A bank, you know, a cash point, marvellous, isn't it? Barclays, there we are. Oh, Santander. I'll get some cash out here. Alright, I'll knock it off. Bye for now. Well, what time is it? 5 to 5. Bikes start coming here at 1:30 normally, but like I said, this time of year, not sure how many will turn up. They don't serve meals in there, just cold butties. So I had a slice of Belgian chocolate cake and a hot chocolate and a bag of crisps, and then had the same again. So I've not actually had a meal. I've got a what do you call it? I'm going to say I had a parking ticket, but I mean I bought a parking ticket. £1.50, which lasts for an hour. 4:15.
Different from my 125. I was about 23.
Did you make 125s then? Was it a Bantam?
Yeah.
BSA Bantam?
And I got up to 350.
Oh yeah.
I got married and that buggered it. I had to have a car then.
Oh, you should have got a Vincent 1000 or something. Yeah, women always interfere. They seem to think they're dangerous.
Well, you know, my wife, when we was going on a long run, she used to fall asleep on the back.
Fall asleep? My goodness.
She'd say, where are we? Wake up. So she had every confidence in me.
Oh dear.
One in Blackpool going round the bloody,
Oh yeah.
you know where the trams go?
That's right, yeah.
All meat.
Yeah.
Shot away from us.
Oh dear.
Just the lot shuddered away.
Well, that's it. Anything metal like grids and it's slippy, isn't it? Yeah.
Took the lot away.
Oh dear.
Luckily we were just outside the chemist, so they took my wife.
Yeah, put some plasters on.
She had the marks on here.
Oh dear.
But when I always remember losing my temper when I've been to hospital to see one of my wife's mum.
Yeah.
I just parked up and this guy pulled up with a 1000cc.
Oh wow.
And he was coloured.
Really? Alright. I used to have a 1300, but I downsized to this 900. It'll do 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I've fitted, do you remember Terry Thomas, that actor Terry Thomas from the 50s? In School for Scoundrels, it was a film with Ian Carmichael and Jeanette Scott. And he had a Bellini sports car. And it's going to make a noise, don't be frightened. He had one of them on his Bellini sports car, so I've got one. Terry Thomas inspired me. Yeah, nice to see you. See you. Hope he's warm enough, old chap. I was thinking, should I go through the lights and then come back and see if it's any busier? Because the lights will be on now the sun's just going down. Or I should have another bite to eat at the Seafarers. Or just a fish, I was going to get a fish. Just a fish on its own. My ticket's still there, yep. A fish and another brew. Put me HISS on, Honda Immobiliser security system, and my bullshit one, which is just wired to the battery. Don't tell anybody. Radio Shack, is that still going? They used to sell realistic brand hi-fi and stuff, didn't they? See Lu Sheng Cantonese restaurant upstairs above that other shop there, closed. I'll just have a look at the Seafarers. Looks like it's open because that chap's eating something. I could just have a cup of tea and, like I said, a fish. I'll show you where it is. Could go anywhere, couldn't you? But stick to what you know. In that pub there, Lloyd Derby, they'll serve grub. I'll have to adjust the camera as well, or to expose you. See, people are sat outside in this cold weather. A big queue. Oh, the restaurant quite closed. No. It's busy though, doesn't it? Not sitting outside in cold. Fish. Can't see. Hey, bugger. See, we've hit the tail end of the shopping day, haven't we? So all the cafes are going to be full with people having a chippy tea before they go home. I'll have to see if the Illuminations are on. Go through and come back, quick look at the bike meet and then home via Lytham. And adjust my auto exposure. Well, does that look any brighter? It's on +2. I thought you went up to 3, but obviously not. My zip top. Like I said, with this furry fleece on, I'm a lot thicker than I was. Right, the intention was put all my little lights on. Moving about. Like I said before, they're just cheap cycling ones from Aldi, and they turn out to be a bit crap. You're going Albert. Yes, I'll move, don't worry. As you can see, there's a loose connection with that cheap It's meant to illuminate the eyes, you know, they're called Fogarty eyes, but it don't really work. Right, next stop, Illuminations. Run up, run down, back here, back home. Hurrah! Well, that bit's lit up. And like last year, don't expect too much. You know, a slim shadow of the former cells from the 70s when I was little. It was magnificent. Animatronics and all sorts, and proper big bright bulbs with just the odd one not working. And if one wasn't working, it'd soon get swapped over. Now, like I said, they're mostly LED types, aren't they? So here we are. Bring the children for a long weekend of fun. And if there's any illuminated trams running, that'd be best, on an illuminated tram going through the lights. It'd be a lot more entertaining for kids, wouldn't it? And with being a Monday, will there be them stalls selling them sparkly things for kids? I thought of buying some and attaching them to my mirrors. Look, not working. Get it fixed. You think there'd be a monitor walking up and down? This, oh, they're selling stuff, Luke. Hey, how to buy one? Oops. Went through a red light then, sorry Albert. After looking at these sparkly things. It was a pedestrian crossing. Oh, I bet I'll get comments about that. You went through a red light then, you mad bugger. Oh, never mind. No, I gave you £2 last year. Look at that, cheeky buggers. Suggested donation, £5. You're getting noped. I'll pay on my way back. Not. See, if I lied that all way up with lots of little lights, it might be a bit more entertaining. Look at this, they're rather feeble, aren't they? And when I was little, on every lamppost, oh, they're coming up here, and so on every lamppost there were figures. Like this looks like it's SpongeBob SquarePants. When I was little, it was like Alice in Wonderland and all sorts of different stuff. Charlie Caroli, the famous Blackpool circus clown. Went to see him at the Blackpool circus. It all floods. If you've ever been to the Blackpool Tower circus, it's got a feature where the water ends up about 3 feet deep with fountains. It must have some kind of pond liner thing going on. And it all floods. It's all rather spectacular. Like I said, mainly for kids, I think. Now then, should I go up the middle when there's a gap? Not staying with this traffic all the time. That's a good thing about having a bike. Don't get stuck in traffic, do you? There's no need for these cars to stay to the middle now. They can sod off. Yeah, move over, Albert. Yeah. Looks like someone's changed their mind. I ain't staying in this bleeding traffic jam. Yeah, move over. I've got high vis on, move over. No sign of any illuminated trams yet, is there? Maybe out there for just weekends only. I forgot now, flowers and stuff. So, Monday isn't quieter than the weekend. Unless this is a rush hour traffic, people going home who sort of live round here, I don't know. Go on, Albert. Still flowers. Half naked ladies a bit further up. Big one, slightly illuminated. It's like it's not running in this cold weather though. Oh, they're circus acts, aren't they? See queues at all the food joints. It's either people here on holiday for the Illuminations or locals who just finished work and picking the kids up and having a chippy tea. Or what? Not been in an arcade for years. My mum says when her and Ernie go out, Ernie's obsessed with them little crane grabbers, and he said he often wins little cuddly toys. I said, you win? They're normally a diddle, because they're all jammed in, and also the cranes are right feeble grabbers, aren't they? So it grabs them, but then it can't pick them up. It's just a diddle. Lots of traffic lights, isn't there? See, look at all them waiting for a tram. Why is it so busy? There's a sign there, can you see? Love to ride our heritage trams. Let's open my eyes, I'm steaming up. Catch us only at our special stops: Pleasure Beach, Loop, North Pier, Tower, Cabin. Round 2 is £3.50. So that's not bad, is it? I'd like to go on them all Victorian trams, I never have done. I wonder if they're battery powered. Well, they will be battery powered for the lights, but then windmill ones, are they air powered or motor powered? That's what I thought of mounting to me bike. Not a very good place to stop, that, Albert, is it? What's he doing? Silly sod. Well, at this rate, the bike meet's going to be over with, isn't it, by the time I get back down, although it seems less congested coming down this way. See, 1930s balloon tram, can you see? I hope this auto exposure is working and it's a bit brighter. +2. Here we are, back at the Fat Man shop. Yeah, very pleased with this furry fleece. I'll have to look after it. I wonder if Coral Island is lit up after the fire. You just see it on the news, this big skeleton caught fire due to a halogen spotlight overheating some of the material. Another one with a big banana. Is that the latest prize you win? A furry banana. I could have that on my bed. It'll be cuddly, won't it? So, same as last year, Beaverbrook's advertisements, trying to resemble a jeweller's window with diamond necklaces in, presumably. What's this? Kids TV, cubbies. And a few horses about with these pumpkin coaches, so I'm not gonna... You see my last year's video when some silly sod was revving his engine and frightening the horses. on a bike. Duttenheim's pub. Still building there, meant to be building an hotel there, where the old place was burnt down to watch for pedestrians. So like I said, traffic's moving this way, coming towards me, but the other way, this way I'm going, it's all rather slow moving, isn't it? What have we got? Showgirls. Is there a show with these showgirls on in Blackpool? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Doing the can-can. Although I think I'll be doing the can't. Not at my age. Oh, this is nice. Purple and blue. Not lovely. Ooh. More little light up ones for kids. And a pumpkin coach ahead. See, look at the tower, can you see? It's just the front, like I said, that's lit up. If there's anything going on at that comedy carpet, I'll pull over, but if not, I won't. Not as cold as I thought it would be, unless it's we're having them two big hot chocolates. I'll stay behind this coach. That's not lit up very well, is it? Some of these conked out. Bucket and shovel hanging from the back, like on Steptoe. And yes, my tyres and oar in control is out. I could press a horse noise, couldn't I? But I once did that with some horses in the distance and they all galloped. It must be some kind of distress whinny that was digitised. Oh dear. All very slow moving. Oh, then this is the right turn lane, so is that horse turning right? Shouldn't think so. Hello. I should have some stickers and say watch yourself on YouTube, but not bother with stickers for a while. Look at that tower. It's invisible from this way. So the horse isn't turning right, it's going up in that gap. Anymore, you know. I know I should keep my head movements more fluid. Everyone should when they're filming, but that was a lifesaver in case I got run over by a horse and trap. Stephen was tragically killed while out filming the Illuminations by a pumpkin coach. Go on, Albert. See, look at that tram, can you see? Packed. Look at that. Standing room only. So much for Mondays. Oh, this is nice. Chandeliers, can you see? Sparkly chandeliers. Hope this battery's lasting. I'll check it at Bispham and then swap it if it's getting low. Fish and chips. Is that what Hepcat Harley said? It's nothing but chip shops. Slight exaggeration. Well, there's another one there. You see Coral Island there? Going through lots of horse crap, fresh stuff as well. I'm going to give the bike a wash tomorrow. Bit too late to save it for me roses. Miserable sod. Fish and chips. I forgot now. Castles. See, look at that fun palace. You know what I like to go on? One of those motorbike simulators. They're meant to be really realistic. I once filmed one at Manchester Bike Show. You won't have it. Don't want to frighten the horse, although I have got a quiet engine, haven't I? You're pulling over. So this light pool, I'm curious as to what's going on exactly. Track. Hello, hello. It's a Star Trek exhibit still there. I've just stripped it all off. I thought it were open, but someone said it closed a year ago. Last November when they sold some of the stock off. Madame Tussauds. Fish and chips. What are you doing, Albert? Are you going to go around that court or not? I'll creep past quietly. Them horses will be used to traffic, won't they? Have to watch for peds. Yeah, pull over, Albert. I've got high vis on. I'm a police officer. Pull over, you'll nick my son. It's congested at this section, isn't it? Oh, I see you. They've turned the lights off. The big skeletons into fire. That's disappointing. Coral Island. Look at that bird. When do you think you're going, Albert? Tough, I got past you. I stopped for that car, so he went past me. Yeah, the busiest part near the tower, and the road narrows down and the pavement widens. So like I said, we'll see if there's anything light poolish going on, and if not, I'll carry on. Calendar Girls, the musical. There's meant to be a Buddy Holly thing here. Ooh, naked women. Yeah, Buddy Holly story. That'd be nice to go and see. I like Buddy Holly and Jean Vincent. Blue. It's all lovely and blue. Is that the light pool? A circular tunnel. The Albert and the Lion. So there we are, can you see? Tower. Lit up at the front only. Very disappointing. We haven't had time to replace all the lights in time for illumination season, sorry. Twerps. So that's a comedy carpet, there's music on and kids waving the lights about, but not a lot else going on. I'll look up the tower, can you see? That bit not working, obviously not. Look at this, why is it not switched on? Is it on some kind of musical sequence, possibly? Oh, so adverts for that. Guanas is the bar, yeah, a bar. Just off the motorway advertising, I thought it was some kids attraction. I thought it meant lizards. Some kind of exhibition near the Sea Life Centre or something. Closing down sale, 50% off, everything must go. They've been there 100 years or so, Robert's Oyster Rooms. I once got some king prawns in sauce though, and they're only about 10 prawns for about £3 odd, so bit of a rip-off. For £3 odd at Morrison's, you get a big dish full with about 30 prawns on. Now this is a sort of halfway point. And after Ginn Square, that roundabout, see that's even that's been altered, because years ago they had a TARDIS on there with a load of Daleks flying round the TARDIS. It was amazing. Well, that's got that on film, so we'll see what's there this year. Probably not a lot. Well, that'd be nice, a promenade walk amongst the Illuminations. Strolling hand in hand with the one you love. Waving your light stick about. Springfield Market still open, good. Things are a bit feeble, aren't they? It's only the ones that go over the road that are sort of interesting. Plus we've got them tableaus up here. What's the proper name for them? I call them tableaus, them at the side of the road on the left. Is it tableaus, you know, sorts of stories and things, and what is it, Egyptian haunted house, Alice in Wonderland, and there were some Daleks last year. Yes, I did toy with the idea of having a Monday to Friday stopover here. But like I said, that money I borrowed is borrowed money, so I'm not like I got any spare money. Oh, that's nice. Oh, like deco style, that, isn't it? Those angles are very 1930s. Yeah, but nice to stay, see a cabaret with dancing girls. Nice to stay Monday to Friday, but it'd be about 300 quid, plus all your spending money. Need about 500 to have a good time at Blackpool for a week. I'm still itching where that sweatshirts rubbing. Must be an allergy, must be allergic to polyester. Wonder why I'd not worn it for a while, that's why, because I itched. I'll have to have a flea tablet to put a drop on the back of my neck, maybe it's fleas. Can you hear me with the visor open? I'll close it again. Now this is Gin Square. Is there anything on the roundabout this year? No, very disappointing. Like I said, in times past, TARDIS in the middle revolving and Daleks whizzing round the other way. Come on, come on, come on, yes. Oops, I was in neutral then. I'll open the visor just slightly. Oh, I've got some mermaids now. The seashells, that's nice, isn't it? Savoy Hotel. Where's the Cliffs one? That Cliffs look nice online. It's just here with that domed roof. I was going to say to him on the website, change that awful lettering. Look how bland that is. Cliffs. We've got space to say something interesting. Cliffs. That's our deco style, isn't it? It just says Cliffs in plain red letters. The most bland font possible. That's religious. I am the resurrection and the life. Elgin, they have lots of deals on with themed weekends and themed weeks. They had an Elvis week once with 5 different Elvises covering each aspect of his career, you know, each period, rock and roll. And then the film years probably, with a white suit on. Not the silly white jumpsuit, that's the 70s period, wasn't it? But yeah, he went religious, didn't he? And then he wore a sort of white suit and looked a bit staid. John Lennon says, well, you might not like what John Lennon said. How do you feel about Elvis dying? They asked him in 1977 when Elvis died. He said Elvis died when he went in the army. That wasn't very nice, was it? At least Elvis outlived John Lennon. Elvis made it to 42. And Lennon died age 40. So there we are. That's Jolly Roger again. Same as last year. So you mustn't change them each year. I think they're all the same, aren't they? Is there a motorbike jump? Dancing girls, yeah, I saw that last year. Jugglers and dogs and teddy bears. You see. The clock. Grandfather clock. I don't know what that is. Where's the motorbike one? Can't see any people. I thought you could walk up there. There's a path. They always look a bit spooky, don't they? They have them on old silent films. Moon and Sons. Is that illuminated garden there again with all those LED trees? I had a walk round there one year on one of my old videos. Yeah, basil brush again. Boom, boom! So it's the same as last year. Yeah, I paid last year. It's last year's stuff. So, because it's all repeated, You can make do with that £2 I gave them last year. Oh, that garden's there again with the LED trees. We're near the end now, I think we are. It's autumn pole and dancing Indians. Oh, there's the Alice in Wonderland one. That new one with Johnny Depp was on television. I think I watched 5 minutes of it, that was enough. How can he arse up a classic Disney tale like that? Well, it's not Disney, is it? It's Lewis Carroll, but I mean... It is same with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder. And then he managed to make a complete hash of it with his weird style. With the teeth and the overly emphasising the American thing. You know what I mean? So that's the Enchanted Garden bit I want to walk around. Check my past videos. That's the Egyptian one. I think they've moved them all around, they've swapped the positions. Would have been nice to see an old tram, wouldn't it? Or an Illuminated one. I think there's about 5 or 6. A jet, a ship. I don't know, I forgot a few others. Open Sesame. Sooty and Sweep. What's that one? Noddy. Noddy, diddly dee dee, noddy, diddly dee 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 dee. And there we have it. So bring the kids, don't put out in the collection so it's a free a free evening out. Have a few beers, which will make the colours more vivid. I was going to have a brew here, but I don't feel so bad. I'll get back down to St Anne's, have a brew there. What time is it? It's only 20 to 6. Queen's Mansions, luxury holiday apartments. Oh, they'd be nice, wouldn't they? That's alright decor with all seahorses on the side, can you see? I wouldn't like to slum it in Blackpool, you know what I mean? I want to spoil myself a bit. That's where I normally go, Cafe Royal, Chandeliers, but there's a big queue there for that one. They've got chandeliers as well. They haven't got chandeliers, Chrissy's Kebab House. I'll turn round up here. I don't think I will stop and check the battery, I'll let it run down. And change it if necessary when we get back down to St Anne's. I'll just check it manually. Yeah, it's still recording. If I hear it bleep, I'll pull over. It should theoretically be a bit quicker back down. As you can see, it's a lot less congested. Like a nice pub, the Highlands. The Haunted House, that's up for Halloween. reason I've not changed the battery, I'm not confident the spare battery is fully powered up. So I'll wait till this is fully depleted, you know what I mean, before I swap. Cobblers. Get some more money off the council. As I keep saying, you must make millions out of the council taxpayers. Talking of which, when is the 1st of November? It's Friday. Best part of £100. I'm watching a thing this morning on telly while I was led in bed. Life on the dole, and one couple had 14 kids and he jacked his job and he got £1,000 a week in benefits. Another woman was getting divorced with a teenage lad and a Polish boyfriend. I've told him not to bother working, it's not worth it. You should claim benefits like me, because once you've paid your rent, £500 and your council tax, it's not worth it. You have to have a job raking in thousands and thousands to survive, although people at the place I work do that. Working loads of overtime just to pay the rent. How did I miss these spacemen? I didn't mention the spacemen, did I? As it's the anniversary of the Apollo moon landings, etc. Maybe I was thinking about mermaids. Oh, talking about the Elgin and Elvis, weren't they? That's right. So what do you think of it so far? As I keep saying, no, that's that cliff, can you see? Cliffs, bland. As I keep saying, yeah, when I was young in the 60s and 70s, they were marvellous, all moving about. Must have had little electric motors in. No, did they have microchips in them days? It was all resistors and transistors, wasn't it? Going up there a bit good. Oh, that's a variety court. It's that Variety Club of Great Britain. That's who supply the coaches once they've raised all the money, those celebrity dues, to take kids to events maybe like this. Let's take the kids to Blackpool in one of the coaches. The Variety Club. Tybee and Brucey. Now then, is there a queue as you got busier? Yes. I'll not go down the middle just yet. There's a van there. Tower looks a long way off, doesn't it? Well, this camera adjustment's picking it all up nicely. Another old 30s tram, packed again. Imperial Hotel, this is where the George Formby fan club meet 4 times a year. Next one's in November, where they have their annual meeting. Turned out nice again. And that's where they had all the political conferences, a massive conference room. And in the bar there's all pictures of ex-prime ministers. Nice selection of whiskies though. And the court's coming up. A 2-minute wait for that. Blackpool, that's just to remind you where you are in case you forgot. You're in Blackpool with 1, 2, 3 bulbs not working. Sinis, that bike. Everton, yeah. Ah, red light, oh it's just gone green. Get past this bloody camper van. It's the other way around now, isn't it? Have you all that same idea as me? Nothing coming this way. You must have all turned round at the chip shops. I said, let's go back down again. Unless they're stuck behind that court, struggling to get past the traffic. That looks more like it. Pier's lit up nicely, isn't it? That'd be nice for a stroll. What's at the end of the North Pier? Not a theatre, is it? I thought there were a bike behind me then. Yeah, where's all the bikes? I've seen a trike and a couple of bikes. Where are they all? The official Honda run through by the Honda shop at Blackpool was on October the 7th. Because I was working, I missed it. Oh, the delay, but the traffic lights down here. See the magic of motorbikes. Is that past all the cages? Come on, step on it, Albert. That's naughty. No helmet, no lights. Right, they're on red. Them two have gone through. If I read this way, only read the other way. Obviously not. I feel the warmth off my engine. Oh dear. See what I mean? It's entirely opposite way around of when we were coming. Busy this way now. Not on the pedestrian section, am I? Lights are irrelevant because they're all jammed anyway. Oktoberfest beer thing going on there at the pier. Beer on the pier. Ah, illuminated tram, good. I'm glad I've seen at least one. That's a steam train. Quite obviously. Nice, isn't it? Not lovely. Some of his bulbs are out. Oh, it's going to get covered up by that bus. ABC Weekend Television. Ooh, smell of nice fried onions. I like fried onions on my burgers. Tower, very disappointing, one side only. Should be a shame not got it sorted. I know it's rather large to light up, but how long would it take just to drop a few strings of bulbs, connect them up? I'm not on the crossing, am I? No, good. Not to be stopped on a zebra crossing, that would be naughty. I haven't heard any battery bleeps yet. Another court. Imagine coming on a court to see Illuminations, but that's a traditional thing that used to happen. Day trip, a few hours and chippy tea and then a run through Illuminations and back home, returning at 9 PM. From Rigby Road. I just checked the battery after waffling and coming out with all my usual drivel. I need a conked out, hasn't it? So I just pulled down here. Oh dear. And just for the sake of keeping it going, I thought, should I go back up the road and redo that little run? When did it conk out, I wonder? I didn't hear any bleeps. It must have been a noisy part. Blackpool Tower, it could be anywhere, couldn't it? Well, you come out at Coral Island here, but I missed all that tower bit. You're going out of it. Strange. I normally hear a warning. It's normally loud enough to hear, so I don't understand why I didn't hear it. Like I said, going past the tower and the comedy carpet, that might be where it was, because it was quite loud with music and stuff. What's the hold up here? Oh, good. So, I'll come out at Coral Island. Not going up by the tower again. A bit tricky to get back on the prom, it's all right turn only is up there. If I turn left here I could go back up to the motorway this way. An alternate view of the tower with just the top end lit up. Fish and chips. Right, nothing but fish and chip shops. I think there's a bit more to Blackpool than fish and chip shops, actually. Castle pub been in there. Right, so, sorry if I've missed some. I could turn right, go up the prom, turn round again. It's so slow moving, I'll just get back to the bike meet. Come yourself. That's the solution, isn't it? Come yourself. See it all for yourself. I don't need to wrap up warm enough with heat off this engine. That's another point I'm not going to be crawling up there for again. Engine we're getting very hot, despite my fan coming on. There's no lights here, I don't think, it's just so you have to rely on gaps in the traffic and politeness to be let out. Like that. So where did it conk out? Why didn't I change the battery? Twerp. So here we are again, Sea Life Centre. All I was saying about this was that the advert for the Star Trek exhibition is still here, and I took a picture and sent it to Bill Shatner and said, Bill, you should come here. And he said, why? No, jokingly. I said, we treat you like a king. You could sit in your chair on the Enterprise Bridge reproduction, swing round and surprise all your fans. And he didn't reply to that. He actually replies to trolls, you know. He responds to trolls, and I said, you seem to chat more with trolls than you do your fans. Although I suppose many years of adoration must get on his nerves a bit, so he prefers to talk with silly buggers. Yeah, across. You know, little green man. Slowly creep ahead of this horse, don't want to frighten it. So the lights have just gone on red. Oh, another coach. Silcock's Fun Palace. Next time I come to Blackpool, I'll have a go in the arcades and see what machines are about these days. There's a middle lane for the horses. Looks like it, doesn't it? Middle lane full of horse muck, look at that lot. All fresh and squidgy. Ooh. Well, let's get to St Anne, see if there's any bikes there. It might be rammed with them. Will it be lit up, I wonder? Is it street lit? Never been at night before. I think I left at dusk last time, but I don't remember seeing many lights. Talking of lights, where are yours, Albert? Pooh, what a pong. There's loads of them, isn't there? How many of these pumpkin courses are there now? 50. Fish and chips. Salt and vinegar fish and chips. What's that meant to mean? I'm trying to remember what that were called, where they're on 4 in a bed. That was on the seafront, and they were whinging about no parking. I thought, don't you understand that it's a Victorian resort, and in those days everyone came on holiday on the train in bloody cars, so of course there's no parking. They're actually moaning we had to park quarter mile away and walk for 10 or 15 minutes. Well, there's no parking, sorry. Why not? And you're trying to explain that all the buildings are from the 1890s and everyone came on the train. In fact, there was another central train station back then, an enormous one. Now there's just tiny little Blackpool South, minuscule Blackpool North, and no central. Look at that car. Was he going to stop then, silly sod? What's wrong with people? Slow down. I bet these pumpkin coaches are very expensive. Did I tell you that chap at work? I got a pumpkin coach to Coral Island after you recommended that pirate bar for a meal, yeah, and it was 20 quid. We only went half a mile. Oh, I said it would be. You have to feed the horse, don't they? See the small car parks for people that insist on coming in the cars. Get on the train for an holiday. Like Ian and Denise do. Hope you have a nice time, Ian and Denise. Sorry for not replying to your comments, but that's miserable. Is there some big display? Is there a firework display to mark the end of the Illuminations, I wonder, because I think they're coming on the end. I think they have a big firework display. I see a green light and they're not moving. I think my boots are going to be splattered in horse muck by the time I get home. Gypsy living here. red light, good. He flashed his lights then, because I didn't have my headlights on, I just had my cob lights. Oops. Ah, good. What's for pigs? And here we are back at the South Pier. Traffic should be alright now. So, like I said, it's not as cold as I thought it would be. Must be late at night when it's going to get to freezing again. I've seen any adverts for that Buddy Holly musical I want to go to. And there we are, the big one lit up. As featured in Mick Hucknall's song Fairground. Nice smell of food. Like I said, I'll just have a fish and a brew, I think, down at Seafarers if it's not packed. We'll see how many bikes are there. Nickelodeon land. That's nice, that new hotel, look at that. Hampton. That's where I parked up in summer to have a look at the sea here. I'm going to check it out and see how much that cost to stay the night, but I never did bother. I expect it'll cost a fortune. No, you're getting nothing. Suggested donation of £5, but that's cheeky, isn't it? I was thinking instead of going home the Lytham way, I could come back up to this motorway junction, couldn't I? From the bike meet, and if there's not a lot of bikes there, I won't even bother having a fish and a brew. I'll just turn round again. Ooh, bare legs. Oh, they're demolishing that hotel where there was a fire. Well, that's the end of it. Sorry about the battery pinging out. Like I said, I should have changed the battery up at Bispham, but it doesn't really matter, is it? You get the gist. Can I have dogs with it? Illuminated collars on. Yeah, so come here yourself with your family. Get a cheap B&B. Not sure if the Pleasure Beach is still fully open, maybe just weekends. And have a lovely time. Don't say there's no bikes here. Oh, one there. Is it a seasonal thing then? Do you know? Or? Five bikes. It's one way, this, isn't it? Hello, were there any bikes here earlier? Is this it? Is this it? Or was there more bikes earlier? Or are there more due to come? It's what? Oh. Not worth stopping, is it? Ah well, at least I've been through the lights. It must be a summer thing only then. When it's light till 9:30. I couldn't hear a word they were saying then. I'll go home. Oh, another bite. How many is that? 6, 7? And very busy the motorway will be. I could have a leisurely ride the other way, but it's just a pain in the ass. It just goes on and on and on that road. Let's get home. I'll have a brew at home instead. Oh, he's joined the Illuminations, a trucker. And yeah, if all these are heading for the Illuminations, it's going to be even more congested on the promenade. Turn back, turn back. It's not quiet on a Monday. The ponds, really sewage works around here. loveless, innit? Unlit motorways, what are you thinking of? Not being in a third world country. I think I'll tuck in behind this chap. Stay safe.